Hey, what's going on, ground type? What do you have in your backpack? Nice. I mean, what else can you pull out of there? Are you serious? How does that even work? What else can you pull out? Are you serious? You got my favorite beer. That's awesome. Well, can you get like anything else I really like? I love you. Hello YouTube's Krosama, and here I have the high grade ground type Gundam, and in this video we'll be doing some poses. So obviously in these pose videos we're going to be doing 3 different poses, no more, no less. So basically the rules are simple, just go ahead, knock out some nice little poses, so that way it gives you guys some inspiration to pose your kits in the kind of same manner or something similar, or at least just get some ideas of what you could possibly do with these kits when it comes to posing them. So without further ado, let's get into the first pose. Here is the figure. So this is a little bit difficult to pose, and it's mainly just due to that waist. Now I'm not speaking for every single kit or every single builder that gets involved with this kit, but I'm just gonna say from my personal experience, this waist is just not really that great of a connection piece. It generally just pops out, and it's either gonna pop out at the ball joint that's inside the chest right here, or the peg piece that connects to the part that has the little polycap piece. So either way, it's really going to be hard to get us like a really solid kind of, I don't want to say pose, but it's going to be pretty hard to get a solid like accurate kind of pose with it. As much as I really don't want to say that, it's sometimes it's just really loose, and then you can see like there's like a huge opening because that piece is just it's just a loose piece. It doesn't connect to anything right here in the middle. And so I mentioned this in the review, but overall, I think this is probably one of the better poses you can pull off with this. Kind of more of a dashing simultaneously shooting. It's kind of like one of my go-tos as well as like the dashing with the beam sabers. But overall, I do like this. I kind of like even though the joint system in the torso is not that great, if you kind of like mess with it a little bit, even though it's not like it's not gonna be as solid, because you can obviously see that little the piece that's spread, you can still get somewhat of a great bend with it. So overall, I don't think it's that bad, and like I said before, you could really get some decent poses, but you're gonna have to like mess with this quite a bit in order to achieve that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the second pose. Okay, so I figured in this pose, I'm kind of just thinking like, all right, we do see a lot of cases where he already has like the giant cannon, but how many poses, do you see the ground Gundam actually reaching into the backpack to get all the weapons and accessories? So I was just thinking like, hey, it'd be pretty cool to go ahead and show the mobile suit with the backpack pretty much displayed. So I kind of like this, he's kind of reaching in and grabbing the cannon, so that way he can go ahead and assemble it and then utilize it in the next battle. So this one wasn't really too bad. I mean, just make sure you bend the knees, kind of like more appropriately, lay out the foot, kind of like this, not just like pretty much straight up, but kind of bend it, so that way it's kind of leaning on the flat surface. And then for the backpack, I mean, it'll rest like that, so that's not gonna be any issue. And then I would say just kind of bring this out a little bit as far as all the cannon parts, so that way it can kind of be a little bit visible. But overall, I do like this, and if you do like it as well, you know, definitely utilize it in your collection, because more than likely, this is the pose that's gonna be my go-to in my collection. But let's go ahead and get on to the third pose. Okay, so after a lot of pieces just kept falling off, and it was actually pretty difficult to even get it close to this pose. The hands just kept, you know, like a part of the trigger hand on the cannon just kept falling off, and the waist was giving me issues, and then the let's see, the white piece, once it turns around, this little white piece on the chest, that really needs to be glued down, because it doesn't have a very strong connection point. And then just getting the legs to be able to balance the entire kit, that was a struggle all on itself. But overall, I think I'm pretty satisfied with this pose. It is, the balance is really, you know, I think like just a gust of wing is really going to be able to pretty much topple this kit over. However, it's decent for what it is. I would just, you know, say be cautious if you're going to go ahead and pose it anywhere similar to this with the legs kind of like that. Now maybe the shield can go ahead and give it a little bit of stability. But I think overall, you're gonna have some minor issues when it comes to posing with the backpack and the cannon with these legs. It's just such a huge difference in weight on both sides of the kit. So you're gonna have this cannon kind of bringing it forward, and then this is kind of like offsetting it as well, because it is actually fairly heavy. So I would just say be cautious about that. Now you can't do the kneeling pose. The kneeling pose is way more stable than the standing, but like I said, I really wanted to do a standing pose with the shield and the cannon, vice a kneeling pose, because I'm pretty sure in the anime he did this kind of shot, and I think it was downhill, to be honest, because this was like buried in the dirt. So overall, I thoroughly like this pose. I think it's pretty cool. So it's a little iconic as well. But that's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these pose videos. Let me know what you think of these poses as a whole, and if you can go ahead and try any, or if you have any other ideas of poses. I know it's kind of hard to be descriptive of a pose, but let me know in the comments below of what kind of ideas you would have with this particular mobile suit. But that's it for me, guys. Definitely thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and ensure that you ring that bell for future notifications, because I'm just gonna let y'all guys know there's a couple of subscribers, so like Cinemassacre, H3H3, there's a couple of other YouTubers that their videos don't show up in my subscriber feed. Even like Shady Penguin, Markiplier, just a lot of YouTubers, they don't even show up in the subscriber feed. And I find that very odd, and I know that was kind of brought up to YouTube, but hey, you know, if you ring the bell, you will get a notification on when a video is recently uploaded from my channel. So if you do enjoy these videos, please be sure to go ahead and do that. Definitely helps out with y'all being so faithful to this channel, being great great community members, essentially. So I do appreciate every single one of y'all. But that's it for me, guys. Definitely thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next pose video. See you later, guys. Bye bye.